Meters all the way, playing proper football, the Sheff United way. Ale, 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 ale.
Welcome to the Sheff United way. How are we all doing out there? I guess if you're a Sheff United fan right now, you'll be pretty happy with the fact that we cruised past Oxford 3-0 at Bramall Lane tonight. Again, elephant in the room. I'm more and more boxers that are taking over this room right now. Again, podcast listeners aren't going to know what I'm talking about. I've got more boxers coming thick and fast, ready for me to move out. So yeah, it's not coming quick enough. So yeah, you'll see me in a different room at some point in the near future. But right now, I'm just getting consumed by boxers. Anyway, that being said, I'm buzzing to be here. I am buzzing to be here. We've just gone, and again, it was probably the most simple win I have seen in many years, probably since we last got promoted to the Championship. I don't want to rub it in too much if there's any Oxford United fans watching, but this was, yeah, possibly the simplest result I've seen in a long time. Oxford didn't offer a lot. There were a few chances towards the end when we kind of done, but there were so many huge gaps for us to play into. We just had a great time tonight. It was nice to watch it. Players seemed like they were having a good time passing around between them. I'm not sure what the stats were saying in regards to ball possession. First half, practically 70%. They had 0.05 expected goals in the first half and 0.2 second expected goals in the second. So, yeah, there weren't a lot for Oxford fans to cheer tonight, but nonetheless, Oxford fans were fantastic at Bramall Lane tonight. Way more there than I expected, and they made a hell of a lot of noise. More noise than us, in all honesty. But my nephew did say to me, kind of 5 minutes, 10 minutes into the game, this feels like a preseason friendly. And it actually did. And it's not just because it was quite quiet at the ground. It was also because it was like a training game, just passing through them. Like, the third goal was just epitomized how easy it was today, just passing straight through the defense. But let's start from first and foremost. Let's have a look at the lineup, because we all had a little guess at what we expected this to be tonight. I thought Raksaki would get a rest. Tyrese Campbell, both those two actually, we thought had a little bit of a knock after the Coventry game. Vinny Souza, I think it was cramp in the last game, so we expected him to start. I expected Chris Wilder to change the fullbacks as he has done in recent weeks, and he did do that tonight. But I expected to see Shackleton at right back tonight, and I saw Sarike, and I was very, very happy to see Sarike. I'm a big fan of Sarike, and he did nothing to make me less of a fan of him tonight. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I would have liked to have seen him, actually create a chance or get an assist, but he certainly did a lot down that right hand side. Did a lot of work, kind of playing 1-2s and getting beyond his defenders, and yeah, just exciting to watch, isn't it? Peck and Souza, expected. I thought Peck had a decent game, in all honesty. O'Hare and Harmer, I don't know whether we certainly could have rested O'Hare. I know he scored the goal and he's on the thumbnail, but we certainly could have rested him tonight. Harmer, he just makes things tick, doesn't he? So you never not want to see Harmer on the pitch. But I expected maybe one or two more to be rested tonight for the Sunderland game. But clearly Campbell came off, Raksaki came off, Harmer came off. They all came off in kind of getting us ready for that Sunderland game. Sunderland drew tonight, so that's us being top of the league right now. Woo! Top of the league. If only for kind of 24 hours because Leeds play tomorrow and they've got Luton at home, which I expect them to win. So Leeds should go back top, but they are, I believe, 3 points behind us at the moment. I think it's just goal difference that makes us not top or top on goal difference, you could say. If that's true, let's just make sure so I'm not embarrassing myself on a live stream. Yeah, that's correct. 3 points in front of Leeds. And I was actually thinking tonight, do you know what? It would be nice if we scored a few more goals, and we certainly could have done our goal difference a hell of a lot of good tonight. But we didn't. It finished 3. That's still good. Still more than what I expected. I thought it was going to be maybe 2-0 tonight. Some people before the game I was talking to thinking it was going to be happy with 1-0. But I certainly think after the first couple of goals went in, it's like this could be anything. This could be 5, 6, 7. We only had I messaged a Leeds fan who was a mate of mine from work and said it could have been 9 or 10-0. And then I had a look at the stats and we'd only had 8 shots on target. So it couldn't have been that, but it felt like it could have been that tonight. I'm going to change it up a little bit and go through a few comments before we start, because I don't think this is going to be a long stream, in all honesty. Nick Hedge, up them top of the blades, top of the league. There we go. Who was your man of the match? For me, it was between Sariki and O'Hare. I don't think O'Hare was man of the match. Not at all. Not at all. Raksaki had a decent game. Tyrese Campbell had another good game. I think you could have given it to a lot of them. Certainly not Harry Souttar. His passing in the first half was dreadful. He loves that kind of diag, doesn't he? He loves that diag, and it did not work for him at all. Thinks he's Ollie Norwood, and he's not quite there yet, bless him. But that's not his game, is it? He's not a passer of the ball. Yeah, Sariki probably. I'd have probably given it to Sariki, in all honesty. Peck played okay, but then I think they all played okay. They all played really well in patches and also really sloppy in patches because it was so passive at times and we gave the ball away quite sloppily. Gus Harmer, especially, me and my mate were talking about this tonight. And Gus, sometimes he just gets a little bit sloppy and miscontrols a ball or flicks a ball to someone that he's not really putting anything behind it. It's just like, oh, that'll get there, and it doesn't. And it's kind of like, come on, Gus, you're better than that. But yeah, Gus played really well tonight, in all honesty. But everyone kind of was a little bit sloppy because I don't think they were particularly good. Great match. Bring on Sunderland. Absolutely, Andrew. I can't wait for that one. I really can't. The crowd was so quiet tonight. Good result, though. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what happens when the other team doesn't really offer much. Obviously, the Coventry game was the complete opposite. Things happening every 2 seconds. But in this game, not quite the same. It was a very, very easy game, an exhibition game, if you like. Evening, Nick. Great performance today, especially considering it looked like we didn't get out of second gear. Sariki was brilliant today. He's got some future at the club, I think. Noah, great to see you on the stream. I completely agree. Big, big, big fan of Sariki. I probably said tonight in the stand, I like Sariki. I really like Sariki. I probably said that 30 times and I didn't realize I was saying it so much. Yeah, big fan of Sariki. I think I said this after a few games, after I'd seen him a couple of times just tear people apart. I said that if we didn't get Gilchrist or we didn't get a right back on loan, I think Sariki could have definitely staked a claim for that number 1 spot at right back. I think Shackleton, I feel a bit sorry for him because he's kind of gone from sitting on the bench at his boyhood club to coming and sitting on somebody else's bench. And he's not going to get, he's not really near the team, is he? Not really near the first team. And it now seems like Wilder'd rather go with Sariki than go with Shackleton at right back when he's changing things up and rotating things. So who knows? Obviously, got on the pitch tonight and he managed to get playing in midfield. But yeah, Tom Davies is back now as well. Hopefully, Tom Davies stays fit. He obviously got on the pitch. Didn't really notice him do too much, in all honesty, but it was nice to see him back out there. And he's obviously a very talented footballer if we can get him playing and fit, really. Sunderland will be a massive test on Friday, Michael. I think you're absolutely right. And the atmosphere will be tenfold of what it was, 100-fold of what it was tonight, because it just wasn't anything, was it? And I think that was just, again, because it was just too simple. Good team performance, some good individual performances. O'Hare and Harmer, along with our kids and Davis, got minutes. Oxford, with no disrespect, were poor. They really were. How good was Sarike? A start in the making, another product from our fantastic academy. Too blooming right, Raymond. It's great to see. And I turned to my mate tonight and said, do you know what? The fact that we've got Sarike, Peck, Brooks, all in the same team at the same time, I bet they're just like pinching themselves thinking, it's fantastic to see them play with each other in the first team. And obviously Ryan One in there as well for good measure. Obviously didn't come through the ranks with those boys. We signed him a couple of years ago, so it was. But he's played with the under-21s and scored goals for fun as well. So he's played with all them. So it was nice to see a lot of our kids on the pitch tonight. Jimmy, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're well, pal. Up the blades, absolutely, mate. Absolutely, it was good to see. Good to see us take someone to town tonight, but. Yeah, like I said, it could have been more. It could have been a hell of a lot more. Would have loved 4 or 5 tonight. I think at 2-0, I was looking at it and we were 3 goals behind Leeds. So it would have been nice to have got another couple at least to get us a bit closer to them. That's in regards to goal difference rather than goals scored. There are quite a few more goals in front of us. But yeah, a 3-0 win, comprehensive win, is all you can really ask for. If someone would have given me 3-0 at the start of the game, I'd have definitely taken it. But we certainly could have scored more tonight. Great win, but Sunderland on Friday will be different gravy. We are more than capable of getting another win. Too right. We're at home at the end of the day. We've knocked Sunderland off the top spot from them drawing tonight. But again, Sunderland draw a lot of away games, and they've drawn another away game tonight at West Brom. But drawing away at West Brom is not a bad result. Not a bad result at all. Like, I didn't think us drawing away at Coventry was a bad result either. Like, as long as you win away from home against the teams that you should be beating, I think drawing against a team away from home that's going to be in and around you next season, I think, this season, I don't think that's bad in the slightest, because you're actually taking 2 points off that team when they should be winning that home game, if you like. So, yeah, they'll be happy that they've got a point away at West Brom tonight. Maybe less happy the fact that Burnley have obviously won, we've obviously won, and they are currently sat third, which is weird because Sunderland have been top for what feels like an age. And now they got knocked off the top spot by Leeds at the weekend, and now they could be fourth. They could be fourth after tomorrow. They could even be further down. Where are they? Let's have a look. Where are they? Let's be having them. Middlesbrough can't overtake Sunderland. So, yeah, tomorrow after the game, they could be fourth. That's wild to think that Sunderland have been top for such a long time, and now they could be fourth. But do you know what? I've only just realised they've drawn 5 games in a row, Sunderland. 5 games in a row. That is madness. Luke Davis thought we played well, very well. Brooks seemed very slow, which is a shame, but overall great performance. In all honesty, Luke, Brooks hasn't really been given much game time recently, so I can understand why he'll be a bit off the pace. Professional and controlled performance given some rotation, not having to overexert ourselves with Sunderland coming up. Sariki looked good, O'Hare off the mark, and Vinny again, rock solid. Vinny Seals had another great game today. Didn't put a foot wrong. Cooper's distribution was fantastic as well, and obviously made the saves when he needed to. What does Wilder think? Campbell scored 2, yet Radio Sheffield didn't put him right when interviewing him. Don't know. I didn't hear that bit, Christopher. To be honest, mate. To be fair, Oxford didn't look like scoring. Campbell claimed 2 goals, but I think O'Hare got 1. Big test on Friday. Right, I'm going to jump. Apologies for who was next in the list of comments, but I'm going to jump into talking about this game because I've gone through too many comments. I'm just going to go through the goals because we had a lot of the ball. We created a lot of stuff, especially down the right hand side through Sarike and Raksake. And then Gus Harmer coming inside and linking up with Peck, linking up with Souza, linking up with the front man Campbell as well. So we played a lot of good football tonight, a lot of sloppy football as well, because they let us do that, let us have a lot of the ball. And we just passed through them quite a lot. And again, and I'm going to keep saying this, it could have been 6 or 7 tonight. It really could. But let's talk about the goal. So in the 10th minute, there's a long throw in from Jackie Longthrow. Oh, how we've missed that long throw. Not that we did much with it whenever he's launched it into the box, but we did tonight. Long throw into the box. Harry Suter flicks it on. And Tyrese Campbell's just stood at the back all on his own to volley it across the box. And I don't believe it was going in. It looked like it was going across the box and wide. But O'Hare just slides in and puts it in the back of the net. Sidney Peck is sliding in behind him as well. So not just O'Hare, Sidney Peck was ready to put that in too. But it's nice to see O'Hare get off the score sheet or get on the score sheet and get off the mark. On the YouTube thumbnail, I've put Callum O'Hare on it because I think it's nice to celebrate a lad's first goal for the club. He obviously had that goal against, I think it was Watford, where he went down that right-hand side and just wriggled through and hit a cross into the box that hit the goalkeeper and went in the back of the net. So I think he probably wanted to claim that and probably does claim that, but not technically. So it's nice to see him get off the score sheet, get off, done it again, get on the score sheet, get off the mark. Bloody hell. Then in the 26th minute, Sidney Peck, by the way, apologies. I felt like I was going to sneeze then. I didn't sneeze. We move. In the 26th minute, Peck puts a really good ball into Harmer. Harmer kind of on the half turn, flicks it round into Tyrese Campbell's path. Tyrese Campbell does a really, really good job of staying on side and also, takes this ball on really, really well. Gets it out of his feet perfectly for the goalkeeper to come out and narrow the angle. Just takes it round him, puts it in the back of the net. I was speaking to Cal at halftime, one of the Patreon members. If you would like to join our Patreon, it's patreon.com/Sheff United Way. Cal, I was talking to Cal at halftime, and Cal was like, that's just a striker in form. It's just a striker in form, going around the goalkeeper as simply as that. It looked simple when he did it. It certainly isn't. And if he'd have got that chance maybe 3 months ago, maybe, or 2 months ago, maybe he wouldn't have taken that. But the fact that he is a striker in form and he's scoring goals for fun, he obviously knew, I'm just going to take this round goalkeeper. It's going to be really simple. And it was. Simple, it was. That took us to 2-0. We go into half time. Again, not really got out of second gear. It was really, really simple. We come out for half time, same again. I wondered whether Oxford were going to come out and give it a little bit of a go, or give it a go. And no, it was just all us again. 58th minute. McCallum plays a lovely ball inside to Vinny Souza. He takes it on. Lovely little back heel to Gus Harmer, who fires the ball into Raksake right through the heart of the Oxford defence. Raksake looked to be offside. All these 3 goals could have been offside. They were all kind of on the line, all of them, or they looked on the line or slightly offside, all of them. So it's all fine margins. I'm assuming they were all onside because obviously the linesman didn't give it. But all fine margins. He stood right in the middle of the box, all on his own. I think there was somebody else stood next to him as well, Raksake, who also could have had that ball. Raksake pretty much kills it dead, turns on it, and he just sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. He's like, I'm going to put it that way. No, I'm not. I'm going to reverse it and put it in the other corner. Raksaki had another really, really good chance before this, I believe it was, when he gets put through and he just wellies it as hard as he can, just wide of the post. And I think he just thought, this is easy. This is too easy. This is ending up in the back of the net. And he just wellied it, and it just went wide of the target. Really good play again. I can't remember who it was who found him, but he should have put that away 100%. There are a few other chances earlier on in the first half. Harmer had a good shot from distance, from the angle that the keeper made a really good save on. Yeah, we had 8 shots on target. We scored 3 goals. Again, we should have scored more, but that's all she wrote. I think after these subs came on, and Shackleton came on, and Norrington Davis, and Tom Davis, and Ryan O'Neill, it was practically game over. And I mean game over, not just because we were winning and they weren't coming back into the game. It was really more about the fact that we'd kind of just took our foot off the gas completely and we're just passing it around for fun. So yeah, I don't like that. I want to see us go and win games of football 4-5, 6-0. But at the same time, I do get it. We have got Sunderland on Friday. We both played tonight, so nobody's got any sort of jump on the other one, other than we had a really simple game tonight, a really easy 3-0 win. They had a tough away game against West Brom. They're going to be buzzing. They're going to be buzzing, having got a draw away at West Brom. But again, that's travelling as well from Sunderland to West Brom. It's not 2 minutes, so yeah, that's a bit of travelling for them. The fact that it was a harder game, they've probably exerted more energy than we did tonight. So hopefully that all stands us in good stead to go into Friday's game. Hopefully Kiefer Moore and Brewster will be back, at least on the bench. Tyrese Campbell's obviously smashing it, so we'll leave Tyrese Campbell up front. But it'd be nice to get as many back as possible, because at the moment it feels like we've got a few injuries. So it'd be nice to get some of them back. Anyway, let's leave it there and let's go into a few more comments. To be fair, Oxford didn't look like scoring. Campbell claimed 2 goals, but I think O'Hare got 1. Oh yeah, I think it was just the fact that Gary Sinclair said it. And then he didn't correct himself. I don't know what he said after that, but he gave it to Campbell. And then I looked on Flash Score, and he said that O'Hare scored, which he did. But it was Harry Suter that got the assist. But Harry Suter flicked it on for Campbell to smash it across the box, and O'Hare get on the end of it. So yeah, it wasn't Campbell. Campbell didn't get 2, but he did get 1, and his run continues because Campbell's on fire at the moment. Great to their keeper, though. Oxford made some big stops. It actually could have been 5 or 6, absolutely. Blades have got no money, but we're top of the league. -2, who gives a flip? We're going straight back up. That doesn't rhyme for obvious reasons, but I'm not going to say the word. I'm not. We were in cruise control. No injuries, no worries. Definitely a good workout for Friday. To right, Aga Monkey. Okay. Enjoyed watching Sarike, Souza, Peck, Harmer were good. Tyrese on a good run. Is it 5 in 6 now? I think you're right. I think it is 5 in 6. I think it is 5. There's only one game that he's not scored in. I can't remember what that is now. Davis coming on, could be huge, like a new signing. Hope he can stay fit. Also, Campbell feels like he came as a natural finisher with no confidence. Excited with Wilder behind him, how far he could go. Yeah, Wilder always feels like he's one of those to get the best out of these English players. So, yeah, be nice to see him score lots more goals. Great to see Sariki get minutes. He's going to be a beast. All played well. Got the job done. Focus on Friday. Hope the Weeds get hammered tomorrow. I can't see it, in all honesty, but who knows? Weirder things have happened. Sariki and Gilchrist is a perfect combo. Sariki kills it going forward. Gilchrist defensively. When we're up against it, you have an ideal fit. When we're the better team, we have another great fit. A lot of fits in there. But I get it. I get it. If we could just put Sariki and Gilchrist together in one player, he probably wouldn't be playing for Sheffield United if that was the case. Well done, Blades. Thank you, Dean. I don't know why I'm saying thank you. Sariki playing great every time. It needs to start more often. Sunderland were at home. Sunderland were at home? Were they? They were at home. I do apologise. They were at home. Fair play. Well, that's good. That's good for me. If the fact that Sunderland haven't won their home game, that's good. I'm more than happy about that. Thank you. Sunderland were at home to West Bromwich. Thank you, Michael. Sunderland. Everyone's telling me Sunderland are at home. Thank you very much. Can we have Suter back? To be honest, mate, in the last couple of games, he's been slightly more shakier than he has been in previous, and that's mostly, I think, because of the fact that he's been jetting off to Australia and other countries around there with playing for Australia. So I think it's a lot of jet lag and it's taking it out of him. But he did all right tonight. Did all right. I'm on my way back from the lane. So cold, but great night. Great play tonight. I hope we play like this on Friday night too. Right. Yeah, I've been there tonight. It was absolutely Baltic. But yeah, when you go and win 3-0, it feels a little bit better. FaZe gives me hope I can still make it a pro, even though I can barely run. It's different though, isn't it? It's different in the Premier League. It's completely different. Yeah, you guys were loving him last season. I'm sure you were. Got much chat about our captain tonight. Not much chat about our captain tonight, but I thought Jack Robinson filled Nell's boots well. Great long throw for a ball too. Too right, Neil. Sorry, yeah, I should have mentioned that as well. Jack Robinson was very, very steady tonight. Did really, really well with the ball at his feet as well. With obviously not a lot of defending to do, he did well with the ball at his feet and bringing it out from the back. Do you know one thing? This is not Jack Robinson, but I wanted to mention it. In the first half, Sarika, he had two Oxford players running at him, and he had so much confidence just to grab the ball and then just run in between them. If you remember it, you know, yeah, I love it. I love that. That was one of my favourite parts of the game today. Just showed how much confidence that Sariki had, and it was lovely to see. Don't forget, not that long ago, Sunderland was 6 points in front of us, but we must be on top of our game on Friday too. Right, we need to be. And do you know what? I'm saying this right now. I think Sunderland at home, I don't think a draw is the worst result in the world, but obviously I certainly want to see us go and win the game. Was that them getting away with a yellow for taking the keeper out, one for getting the ball into the net after the whistle? I don't know what you mean, dude. Free information, Sunderland. Like, yeah, it's saying like everyone's telling me, and everyone's telling me. Sorry, guys. I just thought it was. I just thought it was. And I'd not checked it. I'd not had a look. I'm happy. I'm happy that Sunderland played at home. It's great. All operating at 8 or 9 out of 10. That's what matters. Couldn't have planned any better tonight. Comfortable and ready for Friday. The only thing that it makes me feel is, has it been too easy tonight? Have we taken our foot off the pedal a little bit too much going into the Sunderland game? But right now, all you can think of, that's a good thing that's happened tonight. We've beaten a team comfortably. We've not got any injuries, or not that we know of, from the game. And hopefully we have some injured players coming back. Tom Davies, obviously a great thing that Tom Davies is also back and on the grass, and actually on the grass at Bramall Lane too. Cooper did well when he was called on. No reason why Sarike and McCallum shouldn't stay first choice for the foreseeable. That's what Johnny says. And do you know what? I'm not against it. I'm a big fan of Sam McCallum as well. He's got so much energy. He seems to be able to jump almost halfway up the south stand to keep those balls in that have been that are diags from the other side of the pitch. He's just a live wire. He's just a real live wire, and he's a great squad player. Ah, that sounds really disrespectful. I don't mean it that way. I genuinely mean that as a positive. And if Sam McCallum is watching this right now, he'll probably not take it as a positive, but I think it is. You need squad players, and he's certainly somebody that can come in, fill in, no problem whatsoever. And it's nice to see. It is. He's a perfect player for Sheffield United because he gives a lot of effort, and that's what we expect, and that's what we want, and we will celebrate him giving lots of effort because that's what we want to see as Blades. Norman Bassett booked tonight. I think the ref will be keeping an eye on the cheating. We played well tonight without getting out of second gear. Femi did well, man of the match for me. Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that, buddy. Suter's played too many games on his loan deal and can't be recalled now. Wow, I'm going to have to look into that. Thank you, Dublin Blade. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I absolutely believe you. I think it's good to have a look into these things and make sure because, I want to see Suter play at Bramall Lane, not just for the rest of this season, but for a long time to come, because I think he is a Blade. I really do. I don't think he's a Leicester player. He's a Blade, and he wants to stay a Blade, in my opinion, by not knowing him in the slightest. I just feel like he's a perfect fit for us, and we're a perfect fit for him. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. It's been a lot shorter match reaction. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. It's now coming up to 11:30 on Tuesday night, and I'm going to go and get some shut-eye ready for work tomorrow. So, hopefully everyone has a fantastic evening. You've had a fantastic evening already. And if you're listening to this on podcast tomorrow or YouTube tomorrow, make sure you drop us a like on YouTube and give us a review on whatever podcast platform you listen to us on. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gents, and I'll see you very, very soon. Up the Blades.
Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole, ole.